Most passive income ideas are actually a scam. Yeah, you heard that right. People say make money while you sleep, but what they don't tell you is that most of these require daily work, upfront capital, and years before you even make money. Now, I've analyzed the most popular passive income methods and ranked them from the worst to best one. So you don't need to waste your time. And trust me, some of these will shock you. Nazanin from DeFi Vending, by the way. Now, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which passive income method can make you the most money with the least effort, and you can also comment below if you've ever fallen for a passive income hustle that turned out to be way more work than you expected and it basically became a second job. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the ultimate passive income tier list. We're going to go through a list from worst to best. And I have 5 criteria for this list, which is ease of starting, how simple is it to launch your business, profitability, how much can you realistically make, scalability, can it grow without you managing it daily, and your time to profit, how fast can you start making money, you take your ROI back, and then you start making profits. And is it truly passive? Does it generate cash flow with little effort? Stick around and you'll know which passive income strategies actually work. Let's get to them. We're going to come back to the table later. Let's talk about it first and then let's go to the table. All right. Can you see me here? I'm gonna stay here. The worst passive income ideas. Drop shipping. Why dropshipping isn't great and it's actually D tier? Because it has high competition. You're competing with thousands of others selling the exact same products, like literally. And it has thin profit margins. You're paying, after paying for ads, your fees and supplier costs and everything, you can barely make above 10%. I don't think you can even go above 10%. And you got to deal with angry customers, you got to make calls all the time. It's time consuming and it's definitely not passive. Constant marketing required. Dropshipping requires daily ad management, customer service, and supplier coordination. That takes a lot of time, like I just said. So my verdict is it's not truly passive, and it's more like running a full e-commerce business. So, not passive. And it's also D tier. It's not great. Let me give you an example. You know how you see those gurus flexing their Shopify dashboard? What they don't tell you is that they paid 50K in ads just to make 60K in revenue in return. And after refunds, ad costs, and supplier headaches, they're barely making anything. It's literally nothing. Let's go to the next one. High risk, high maintenance options. What do I mean? Like an Amazon FBA, it's for sure expensive to start. It requires 5 to 10K for inventory, branding, and storage fees. And you only need to go into this if you know how to brand a product and you got money for it. It's an inventory risk. What do I mean? If your product doesn't sell, it's just going to stay in storage and you got to pay storage fees and you have a lot of products that are unsold. It's also a risk. Why is it a risk? Because Amazon owns the platform, so it basically owns your business. If they suspend your account, your business is gone completely. I knew a guy who made 100K in sales and their account vanished overnight. They got suspended or some I don't know, something happened, I think. And their business was gone and their profits were gone with it also. So my verdict is it's too risky for a beginner, especially for a beginner. But if you're a person who likes to take high risk and you got the money for it, you can go for it, but I don't recommend it. It's C tier at best. Next one. Decent but slow to monetize. Affiliate marketing. What do I mean by it? Affiliate marketing is when you advertise somebody else's product. So it's easy, right? You don't need any product. You can earn commissions by promoting other people's products. But, and it's a big but, it takes time. You need to expect months or years of content creation before you make actually any real money, and you need to do SEO or ads required. You need traffic to drive sales, meaning ongoing effort or ad spend. So Google and stuff like you got to come up in search engines. It's a lot of headaches. My verdict is it's a good long-term play, but not truly passive unless you already have an audience. That's a really important part. Let me give you an example. If you're starting from scratch, expect to spend 6 to 12 months creating content before you see any real money. And you either have to write blogs, rank on Google, like I said, SEO, or buy ads. And that takes both effort and time and money, obviously money. It's B tier. It's good, but not that good. Another B tier one is YouTube automation. It's scalable. A single video can generate, revenue for years if it goes viral. But it also requires a lot of upfront work. You gotta hire script writers, you gotta hire editors, you gotta do voiceovers, automation tools, a lot of automation tools. So you gotta deal with a lot of stuff at the beginning. And it's an algorithm risk. What do I mean by that? YouTube can demonetize or change their ad policies at any time. So it's a risk. My verdict is it's great if you're patient and can invest upfront, but not set it and forget it kind of situation. Like you can't just, hey man, I said this and I'm gonna go away for like a really long time and not come back and everything is going to be okay. No, that's not how it's going to go down. Let me give you an example. Let's say you start a finance channel and you hire script writers, voiceover actors, editors, all of that. And one good video can make money for years. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the catch. The upfront work, like I said, is huge. And YouTube's algorithm it's not stable. It changes a lot and it could take months before a video even goes viral. So, you got to consider that also. This is a B tier, by the way, also. Now, tier A, the first true passive income, real estate rentals. Sorry, recurring rental income. Tenants pay you monthly, so you got that monthly thing going, but you got to have a huge upfront money for it, like 50K at least. You got to have 50K. Property appreciates. That's another good thing. Real estate increases in value over time. You can outsource management. You can have a property manager handle everything for you, maintenance, tenants, and all that stuff. My verdict is it's an excellent long-term passive income, but it requires high capital to start. Let me explain further. Sure. Firstly, let's say you buy a duplex. You put 20% down, rent it out for $2,000 a month, and hire a property manager. Now you're making cash while the property also appreciates in value. Here's the catch. It's expensive to start. If you don't have at least 50K, like I said, forget about it. And also dealing with the tenants can also be a nightmare. So it's not completely passive. It's almost passive, but not, all the way passive. If you have the capital, you can go for it, but it's really expensive at the beginning. You gotta have at least 50K. Now, this is tier A, by the way. Real estate is tier A. Now, the best passive income business for beginners. In my opinion, this is the best one. Vending machines. This is the best kept secret in passive income. And why don't those passive income business gurus tell you anything about it? Because they can't sell you a course on it. Because it's really easy. Unlike most businesses that require constant marketing, fulfillment, and client work and all of that headache, vending machines generate daily cash flow without anything. You just set up the machine and you're good to go. Of course, you need to have a team like me, us at DFI Vending, to secure high profit locations, high traffic, high foot traffic locations for you, buy you the proper machine, and maintenance, stocking, restocking. But we can take care of all of that at DFI Vending, so you don't need to worry about that. Why vending machines are number one? Number one, because they're low startup costs. You can start with like 3K. You can start your business with $3,000 to $5,000 maximum. They have a quick ROI. You get your money back real fast, between 3 to 6 months at most. And after that, profit after profit after profit. It's pure profit after that. So you get the investment back pretty soon, and then you can reinvest that money into more machines. So you scale quietly. You start with one machine, and what do you know? If you have us handling it at DFI Vending, we put it in a really good high traffic location, and you can buy another machine after like 4 months, another one after 6 months, and then you go and go on, go on, go on, go on, and after a year, maybe you have 10 machines, and you've barely left a finger. That could happen with us at DFI Vending. They're truly passive. Once you set up the machine, it's going to make the money for you. You don't need to talk to the machine. You don't need to be like, hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? It's a machine. It doesn't have any feelings, you guys. It's scalable. You can add more machines, hire a refiller like us at DFI Vending, and grow your revenue hands-free. You don't need to do anything. You just need to have an expert handle it for you. It's recession proof. Listen, what ever happens to the economy, like if everything collapses, and that seems to be the case nowadays, every 3 months something is happening. If everything, if even if everything gets destroyed, you ever see those zombie movies? People are still gonna need to eat and drink, so they're always gonna need their snacks and their drinks. That's always gonna be in stock. So vending machines are always gonna be a profitable passive income business, whether you accept it or not, because this is happening. All right, let me explain further. Let me one of my clients started with one machine, and that machine started making $3,000 a month, and he reinvested all of that money into more machine, and now he has 10 machines. He started with one, and now he has an empire of vending machines. So, that could happen for you as well. The real question, the big question that everybody asks, is it really passive? Some people think vending machines aren't passive because you have to do stocking, restocking, maintenance. Your card reader might not work. Those are all lost revenue, by the way, if you didn't know. Sorry, I got a message. Yes, you can actually make this passive. Here's the secret. You can hire us at DFI Vending to do that for you. And then boom, your business is passive. It's completely passive. It's completely hands off. You don't need to do anything. So what's my verdict on this? It's low cost. It has a fast ROI. It's truly passive if you have me involved, and it's scalable, hands down. So it's an S tier business, by the way. It's like real, real good. Now let's compare all of these side by side so you understand what I'm saying. Getting a lot of messages. Sorry, I'll go here. Passive income tier list table ranked by effectiveness. So we have 5 criterias, right? You can see them actually here. Passive income idea. We talked about drop shipping. The startup cost, how much was it? It's medium. The risk level is pretty high because there are a lot of competitors out there. Your time to profit is actually pretty slow. You got to deal with a lot of stuff, and you got to put most of your money into the ads and the fees, all of that stuff. So it's slow. Your scalability is medium because you're so involved in doing everything. It actually has become a second job for you at this point. Dropshipping is a nightmare. If you agree, comment below. Is it truly passive? Nope, it is not passive. It's literally a second job. The overall tier was D tier, so not great. Sorry. Amazon FBA. The startup cost was between 5K to 10K, so pretty high. It says high. The risk level, very high, because Amazon owns your business. And if, I don't know, something happens, your account gets suspended, like I said, if anything, even a policy change, your business is gone, just like that. Poof, gone. It's not great. So that risk is very high. Time to profit, slow. You gotta wait. Sometimes the product you chose is the wrong product, so it's gonna sit in storage for a while, and you gotta pay the storage fee as well, if you remember. The scalability though is if your business goes well, is pretty high, but it's quite the risk. Is it truly passive? No, you gotta be hands on all the time, so it's not passive. It's C tier at best. Affiliate marketing. The startup cost is quite low because you don't need any products, you don't need any customer service, you don't need anything. You're just you know, talking about somebody else's product. The risk level is medium because not your product. The time to profit is slow because you got to put so much time in. That's how long it's going to take for you to make profits, right? So you got to put at least 6 to 12 months in for because you probably don't have an audience. You got to get an audience first. That's how you can actually do affiliate marketing. So the time to profit is very slow. The scalability though, if it catches on, is pretty high, but it has to catch on. Is it passive? Truly, no, somewhat passive, not completely passive, not completely a second job. It's in between. It's a B tier level. YouTube automation. The startup cost is medium. The risk level is also medium. It's all about putting time, effort, and paying voiceover actors, editors, and script writers and all that stuff. You got to take all that into consideration. Your time to profit is slow because you know Just like that, your video might go viral, your first video might go viral, and you start making money right away, but it might not. It might also not go viral. Also, you know, YouTube's policies might change, a lot of stuff might change, and your video gets demonetized. What are you going to do then? So, its scalability, if it catches on, is very high. And is it truly passive? It's also somewhat passive. This is also a B tier, like affiliate marketing. The, number one passive income, the first true passive income business, real estate rentals. The startup cost is pretty high. I told you at least 50K is needed for you to get started. The risk level is medium because you're buying a property. It's not that high. Time to profit is, I said moderate, but it's actually quite pretty slow because your first, it doesn't take like vending machines like months to get your ROI back. It actually takes years for you to get your ROI back. So that's pretty huge in my opinion. The scalability is high. Like if you go the correct steps, it's going to take years, but the scalability is high. But the time, very long. Truly passive, yeah, this is mostly passive, but again, takes a really long time. This is A tier, by the way. Now, vending machines. Vending machines, their startup cost, I told you can start a vending machine business with $3,000. Their startup cost is medium. The risk level is pretty low, but only if you do it right. Like if you just wake up one more if you just wake up one morning and be like, hey, I want to start a vending machine business. I'm gonna go look at machines myself. I'm gonna go choose a place myself. I'm gonna go choose like I would for sure know where to choose it. No, you don't know anything. If you have somebody do it for you, for example, if you have me at DFI Vending do it for you, then the risk level is quite low because I'm gonna get you the best machine. I'm gonna get you the best location with the most foot traffic that you can actually find. And I'm going to give you the products that are actually going to sell in that area. I'm going to maintain your machine. I'm going to give you a card reader. So, because over 80% of purchases of vending machines are cashless now. So, that's where the money is at. I'm going to do all of that for you and I'm going to maintain your machine for you and I'm going to take care of everything at DFI Vending. That's why the risk level is low. You got to have someone do it for you. You can't really go down the DIY route. You got to go down the DFI route. The time to profit is pretty fast. You start making profit as soon as the machine is installed. Like we put the machine down, your profits start growing. Scalability is very high. After 6 months, after 3 months, I guarantee you've made your ROI back. You're making pure profits, and you can reinvest that profit into more machines. So that's why it's high. Is it truly passive? Yes, 100% completely passive. This is your best option for passive income businesses, and it's actually true. Let me explain more, even more. Listen, if you want real passive income, not in theory, you want it actually, I can help. I literally find the best vending machine locations for you and I place your machines in those locations and they start making money from the beginning. You can click the link in the description to join our free vending newsletter and see how we do it. Hurry up though, because spots are limited and they're filling in pretty fast and vending locations get snapped up real fast too. And if you want to talk business, let's do it. You can book a call in the description also and let me know in the comments what's your favorite passive income method of all the things that I just explained. And if you want to see a case study of how I helped Josh, one of our clients, go from one vending machine to 10, let me also know in the comments. And please like and subscribe for more vending videos. Bye, you guys.